Hey, so in this video, I want to talk about how to basically take sentences and translate them into algebraic expressions like this. We're actually going to be translating them into equations, but the idea is really the same. So you should have this page. I recommend kind of read through it, try to make sense of some of it. Basically, there's different words that mean addition, like the sum of or increased by. That just signifies addition. There's other words that signify subtraction. This is going to be the one that's a little bit harder to understand sometimes because the order matters. All right. So of course, a number minus 7, that's represented by x minus 7. That's not complicated. But one like this, 4 less than a number, I've noticed that a lot of people kind of get this one backwards. So it's 4 less than some number, all right? So it's like you're starting with some number and you want it to be 4 less than that. So that's why they're subtracting 4 from that number, right? A lot of times that one will get mistranslated. A lot of people will put 4 minus x. So if I say 4 less than 8, or 4, sorry, it's not something that's not so confusing. If I say 4 less than 10, I'm talking about the number 6. So the way you get that is by doing 10 minus 4. All right, this represents 4 less than 10. Anyway, you got those, and you've got the words like multiplication, the product of. There's words for division. And there's some words down here for equals as well. All right, so there's several words that all mean the same thing when it comes to equals. Words like yield, right? Yield just means amounts to or equals, is the same as, of course, that means equals as well. All right. All these keywords you'll find here in these notes, right? Notes of our examples and notes on translating keywords. You might have to click those 2 PDFs and check them out. Okay, now for our actual examples. Example 1. All right, we're going to translate each sentence into an algebraic equation and solve the equation. So the sum, so this means addition, the sum of 6 times a number, so it's going to be 6 times some number. All right, the sum of that part and 4. All right, those are my 2 pieces that I'm summing up. So it's going to be 6x plus 4. The sum of 6 times a number and 4 amounts to 52. All right, so this is the algebraic representation of that sentence. And then you just solve the equation. Subtract 4 from both sides. That'll give you 6x equals 48. 52 minus 4. And then divide by 6. And you'll get x equals 8. Awesome. All right, number 2. The total, which is another word for adding, right? You're summing up 2 different things. The total of 4, so that's going to be my first part, 4 plus 4 and half of a number. So I'm going to take some number and I'm going to cut it in half or divide it by 2. See, the total of 4 and half a number is, so it's equal to, here we go, 18 more than the number. So the is going to be my separation point for my equal sign, but I need to do 18 more, so 18 plus the number itself. I guess technically it should be x plus 18 to represent 18 more than x, but this would be the algebraic representation. So I'll show you how to solve one like this. It's not too crazy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clear my denominator first. So I'm going to multiply this whole equation by 2 to cancel out the 2 there. So 2 times 4 will be 8. 2 times the x over 2 is just going to leave me with x. All right, the dividing by 2 and the multiplying by 2 cancel each other out. 18 times 2 gives 36. And 2 times x, oh my bad, the plus sign in it. And 2 times x will be 2x. Yeah, we haven't actually seen one like this where you've got variables on both sides, but I'll show you real quick. What I'm going to do is move all my variables to one side of the equation. So what I'm going to do is minus x from both sides. That's going to give me an 8 on the left-hand side. These are going to cancel. It's going to be 36 plus 2x minus x will just be 1x. And then you move the 36 to the other side. So minus 36. And 8 minus 36 is negative 28. Cool. All right. Number 3, 7 less than twice a number. So I've got twice some number, so 2 times some number, and I want 7 less than that. So I need to do that number minus 7 is equal to 21. And then you just solve the equation. Add 7. That's going to give you 2x equals 28. And then divide by 2. And you'll get x equals 14. Cool. All right, number 4, example 4 here is a kind of an odd one. All right, the product of, this means multiplication. All right, the product of 3 and 6 more than a number. All right, so I know 6 more than a number is represented by x plus 6, but I'm wanting to do the product of 3 and this. So that means I need to do 3 multiplied by this. So the way you would write that is 3 multiplied by x plus 6. So I've got the product multiplication of 3 and 6 more than the number is equal to 45. And we got a lot of ways we could solve this. I'm just going to distribute the 3. That'll give me 3x plus, and then 3 times 6. Okay, minus 18 from both sides. That'll give me 3x equals, how much is that? 27. And then you divide by 3, and you get your answer. 27 divided by 3 is 9. Awesome. Now, these on the bottom, this is just going to be a matching thing. So I'll give you a couple of seconds, and then we'll kind of cut through them. Okay, pause the video, check them out. Yep. Okay. So 3 more than twice a number. All right, so I know it's going to be twice the number means 2x, and then I want to add 3 on top of that. So it's just going to be 2x plus 3 is equal to 9. So that's going to be C. Okay. I'm not actually going to solve these here. I'm just going to match them up. 2 less, so it's going to be something minus 2. 2 less than 3 times a number. All right? So 3 times a number, and I'm wanting 2 less than that. So that's going to be represented by H. All right, 2 less than 3 times the number. Good. 3 times the number which is 2 less than x. Oh my goodness, this is weird. Okay, the number that is 2 less than x. That's going to be x minus 2. Yep, x minus 2. And I'm wanting to do 3 times that. All right, so 3 multiplied by the number which is 2 less than x. Oh my gosh, the way they word this is crazy. Yeah, that's going to be option B. So 2 less than x, and I'm doing 3 times that. Okay, all right, 2 times the number, which is 3 less than x. Okay, same type of thing. All right, 3 less than x, and it's 2 times the number. So 3 less than x, and I'm doing 2 times that. So that's going to be option F. Okay, 2 times. Now here the quantity just means, it always means like a grouping symbol, parentheses basically. So 2 multiplied by the quantity 3 more than x. All right, so 3 more than x right there. And I'm doing 2 multiplied by that quantity. So that's going to be option D. Okay, 3 less than the product. Okay, so 3 less, so it's going to be something minus 3. 3 less than the product of 2 and x. Okay, so the product of 2 and x, that's going to be this part right here. And I'm doing 3 less than that. So 3 less than that. So that's going to be option G. All right, number 7, 2 decreased by 3 times the number. All right, this one's pretty straightforward. So I'm starting with the number 2, and I'm decreasing that by 3 times the number. That's option A. And then the last one, obviously, is going to be E. 3 times, again, the quantity, and it's 2 decreased by 9. So 2 decreased by x. So I started with 2, and I'm decreasing it by that amount, by x. Okay, there's some examples. Hopefully you can cut through some of these. Let me know if you need help.